happened there, but excuse me. But my power glitched here for a second.
Don't forget to explore the other side of the Ebon Hawk. This is the port side of the Ebon Hawk. The bubbles ahead indicate mines that you've detected automatically with your awareness skill. Some mines require higher awareness to detect. Approach mines carefully. They will blow up and damage you if you get too close. You can use your demolition skill to either disable or recover these mines. Recovering mines requires a higher demolition skill than disabling them, but you get to keep the mine, which you can then use to set as a trap for enemies or break down into components at a workbench.
Huh, neat.
You can use the explosive device in this missile to blow open the engine room door inside the Ebon Hawk. This will give you access to the hyperdrive. After you plant a mine, back away quickly so that you do not take damage. This is the starboard side of the Ebon Hawk. This open hatch has some parts that will be useful for getting main power restored. This busted engine port has some needed parts for the Ebon Hawk's hyperdrive. Take the parts here back down below to get main power restored.
Y'all, give me a second. The cats are being stupid. Lego. Leave your sister alone. Okay.
This is the starboard side of the Ebon Hawk.
Welcome back.
These exposed wires control the door to the starboard dormitory. The door is currently sealed, but you can override it from here.
Loki was messing with Athena and got himself hanging from the curtain in here.
Success. The door is opened. You can now access the starboard dormitory through the garage.
Huh, neat. They're your cats, Jess.
This is one of the Ebon Hawk's quad laser turrets. They are damaged, but you can scavenge some parts from it to use in repairing the Ebon Hawk.
Yeah, silly kitties. And they're only my cats when they're being good.
You can use this lift to take...
Yeah, let's go back inside then. Yes, it is too how it works.
This is the garage. There is a hull breach in the area beyond this door. This is the engine room.
Okay,
This door is damaged and cannot be opened with your security skill or by bashing it.
Okay.
You can use a mine to open this door. Once you plant the mine, back away from the door to avoid. This is the engine room. This is the engine room. The port engine is shut down, but appears intact. Fixing the hyperdrive will allow you. The hyperdrive is suffering badly. You won't be able to make the jump to light speed. However, success. The hyperdrive is online. Primary power is restored. Only one step remains. Return to the galaxy map in the cockpit and travel to Paragus.
Not so much hydrate as caffeinate.
This is the main hold.
Yes. Main hold, blah blah blah.
This is the cockpit.
Get to Paragus.
You can now plot a course.
Yep, we can now limp our way to the space station. Hooray! It's only a model.
The sensors show the door to the storage compartment is being sliced. There is someone, or something, else alive on the Ebon Hawk.
Great. Who or what? Is that HK-47? That is not HK-47. I don't think that was HK.
Awaken.
Hooray, we live. Bacta is good. Bacta is our friend. Do, 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 do. No, I did not import my character from the first one because it wouldn't let me. I don't think it gave an option. Yes, hello. I am a male gamer playing a female character. I know I will sound like a sexist incel, but if I'm playing third person, I want to look at female ass over male ass. Huh. Guess we're not going in that way. Door here though. I didn't even see what was in there, but there was stuff. Oh, there are medical logs.
Still examining
Let's
the survivors
violate
of the
some
damaged
Hippocratic
freighter.
oath.
Looks like it goes by the name of the Ebon Hawk. Only one survivor, placed in the KotOR tank for recovery. The carbon scoring on the vessel suggests it was in a battle, but no indication of who fired on it. Couldn't get much from the Nava computer. I'm surprised the ship was able to make it inside the Paragus asteroid field without the asteroid drift charts. Aside from the lone survivor, we recovered an old woman. No life signs. There was also a protocol droid and a utility droid on board. Sent both down to maintenance while security sorts through the other items on the ship. It looks like the utility droid, a T3 unit, was able to get the ship working enough to get to the colony. We're prepared to...
Hooray. Huh.
Could be a Jedi.
2
But
days
we won't
ago.
know for sure until we get the transmission back from the Republic. If the survivor is a Jedi, that would account for the recovery rate. But I'm more concerned that a Jedi here may cause trouble. Some of the miners, especially KotOR, are already another accident today. A detonation in the ventilation tunnels. If the lockdown measures hadn't activated, the whole facility would have been destroyed. Got most of the injured to the KotOR tanks in time, but the rest had to go to the morgue. One of the wounded said a droid caused the
No.
accident, but we couldn't get any specifics. Minors about the Jedi. A number of the droids have been acting oddly, and not even memory wipes seem to be fixing the problem. There was a detonation in another one of the fuel vents the droids were working in. We deactivated several of them and moved them down to maintenance, but we're still treating the plasma burns. That cuts us down to almost half shifts, and with the droids malfunctioning, we may not make the Telos shipment for this month. Fortunately, the detonation didn't cause a lockdown.
Warning. There has been a fuel detonation in the mining tunnels. Emergency lockdown commencing. All personnel report to quarters and prepare for emergency venting countermeasures.
No! If the ventilation systems are malfunctioning, evacuate the medical bay. Everyone evacuate.
Huh. Well. Isn't that fun? Door to the morgue. Probably want to go look in there. Remember, medical-based items can be manufactured. Ooh. Greatly expanded computer and workbench functionality in the sequel. I am going to be very upset that that's not available when I go back and do my dark side playthrough of KotOR2. Chemicals, med packs. Let's see. Well, let's see what this lab station does. So we can make stuff. Neat. Huh, neat. And the buff Canuck is here. Hello, Buff. Okay, looks dead. No sign of what killed her. Yeah, neat. Ah, zombie! She just rose
Find
from the
what you're
dead.
looking for amongst the dead. Close to death. Yes, closer than I'd like. You have the smell of the KotOR tank about you. How do you feel?
Yes, it is high time I got to KotOR2. Well, I haven't played enough of 2 yet to make any sort of an informed judgment. I'm literally still in the prologue-y type stuff for Knights 2. This is literally my first playthrough ever. No, and you know, Jess, that what's scary, they actually do have zombies in Star Wars. You remember the rat ghouls back on Terrace in the first game, Jess? Yeah, them rat ghouls are Star Wars zombies. Yeah, there was too, and I don't think I ever actually read the book. I know it exists. It's like Death Troopers or something, right? I I know our local library had it for the longest time. I just never checked it out because, well, zombies usually aren't my shtick. And I am gonna go run one of these cigarettes to the wife real quick. Enjoy the Lego wall while I am gone. Ugh. Really need to stop with these things, don't I? Alright, so the KotOR2 tank left me a little drained. Who exactly are you supposed to be?
I am Kreia, and I am your rescuer, as you are mine. Tell me, do you recall what happened?
Let's see. Republic ship, okay. Okay, so the last thing she remembers, she was on board a Republic ship, the Harbinger. What happened?
Your ship was attacked. You were the only survivor. A result of your Jedi training, no doubt.
Former Jedi, apparently. No longer remember.
Your stance, your walk tells me you are a Jedi. Your walk is heavy. You carry something that weighs you down.
The Jedi Order and I have a troubled history. Alkanir Jeti Aden, Alkanir Dar Jeti Balish, Miba Aden Arue, Miba Verda
So it would seem. Keep your past and let us focus on the now.
So, very well then. How
I do not know. I was removed from the events of the world as I slept. A survey of the surroundings may provide the answers we seek. The ship we arrived in must still be in this place. We should recover it and leave.
We? Why do you keep saying we?
We were attacked once, and I fear our attackers will not give up the hunt so easily. Without transport, weapons, and information, they will find us easy prey indeed.
Is there anything else I should keep an eye out
You
for?
may wish to extend your search to some clothes, if only for proper first impressions.
And you just woke from the dead. Are you well
I'm
enough to
not
travel?
offering to help you. I'm not so young as to leap from death's door as quickly as you.
Alright, I'll return soon to make sure you're okay to
I leave
travel.
you to the explorations of this place. Here I will remain and attempt to center myself.
Yes, it will be 9 years of marriage next month, won't it? My, how the time does fly. You've taken your first steps on the path to the light side. Heroic acts and charitable responses to others will elevate you further, bringing you more in touch with the light side of the Force and its higher mysteries. Cruel or selfish actions will reverse this, causing you to fall to the dark side. Well, I don't really want to go to the dark side, I don't think, on this playthrough. If I can avoid it. Let's see. Okay, any door that can be bashed open can be cut through more easily with a lightsaber or a construction tool such as a plasma torch. Ah, cool. Got a plasma torch, that's right. We looted a plasma torch.
Emergency lockdown overridden.
Hooray! Okay, a proper vibro blade, that'll be useful. Broken droid. Has it been 4 months? Yeah, I guess it has been about 4 months since I started the channel, hasn't it? Wow.
This is the exit, but it is sealed. Strange. In my visions, it was open.
It is odd that this emergency hatch hasn't opened, considering the circumstances. There may be a way to open it if access to a terminal can be gained. Okay. Security desk. Security records. A safety hollow orientation. Great.
Is this thing on? All right, all hands, especially you, KotOR. Listen up, because I'm not gonna say this again. The next one of you Juma heads to try and smuggle a blaster, or so help me, any sort of military-grade frag weapons into my facility is gonna take a long walk out the airlock. Why? Because in case you forgot, Paragian fuel explodes at high temperatures. That's what blasted that chunk out of Paragus 2 and created this asteroid field. So if I catch any of you with anything other than sonic charges or mining lasers, I'll burn you and your contract. Security out.
Neat. Let's see, accident report logs.
And according to one of the miners, it was because one of the sonic charges went off prematurely. And like before, it was one set by a mining droid. The three idiots were grouped so close to the charge it might as well have been a grenade going off. The blast turned their bones to dust. The blast wrecked the internal components of the droid that set the charge, though, so we can't even dissect it to see what happened. I don't like what's going on here. Ever since that Jedi showed up, things are getting worse. It's not just KotOR and his miners, or the fights, but now the droids are acting crazy. If we don't find what's causing this, or who, this facility's gonna be space dust by the time the next Telospringer arrives.
Yes, it was a premature detonation.
So, you're in maintenance. Then maybe you can tell me what's going on with these droids.
Sir, I don't know. It's like their behavior cores are undergoing binary decay, but I can't find the source. This shouldn't be happening.
Well, that's reassuring. It isn't happening. So the next time we nearly have a breach in the ventilation tunnels, I can just close my eyes and pretend it's my imagination. You better give me some answers. I want to know the damage these droids can do if they start mining us instead of asteroid rock.
Sir, these droids aren't combat models. Their mining lasers are weaker and less accurate than blasters. I doubt those droids could even hit one of us.
Are you blind? What about the miners in Medbay? It's sabotage, and it started right after the commander said we weren't going to sell the Jedi to the exchange. So I want you to find out how these droids are being sabotaged. That'll tell me who's trying to clear a path to get that Jedi off the facility, and stop him. In the meantime, make sure the security's armed with all the ion and sonic charges you can find. If those droids start coming after me, I'm gonna need more than low-grade mining lasers to take them down. Clear?
Yes, sir. Maintenance control out.
Idiot.
Administration console.
I installed an override switch to shut down any droids on this level, just in case someone locks me out of the administration console. As added insurance, I tied the override switch into the circuit to the holding cell door. It'll make sure it can only be opened if all droids in the level are shut down. I doubt KotOR or any of his men have the skill to pull off something like this. But I'm not taking any chances while we're sitting in the middle of this asteroid minefield. Whoever's responsible won't be able to have the droids rescue him after I lock him up. Nothing will cut through that door. He'll be trapped.
Wow. See, security storage room.
I secured the stealth field generator inside one of the footlockers in the security storage room. If I have the specs right, the interface field should be effective against the droid's sensors. All I need to do is equip the belt and some skill with stealth in order to use it. As long as I don't get too close to the droids, they shouldn't detect me. If any more droids start malfunctioning, the belt should buy me enough time to get to the override switch I set up in the communications blister console. I'd rather shut them down than destroy them. I want to find out how these droids are being sabotaged. Maybe even turn them against whoever's sabotaging them.
Alright, I think that's about it. Corpse. Security tunnel there. Locker. What else there?
Be careful. There is much energy in the room beyond, yet it stems from nothing that lives.
Droids.
Can you not sense them? Reach out. Cast aside your sight. Cast aside what you see, and instead reach out with your perceptions. Ah, you can feel them. The droids you cannot perceive, but the small oscillations of energy, that you can feel, echoing outwards.
Okay. Oh, save the game when this precog power is triggered. Okay. Neat. Actually, not a bad idea, is that? Saving the game.
It is faint, but it is there.
Sedatives are wearing off.
It is the
Great.
Force, you feel. It has not been so long as for you to forget.
Doesn't feel like it did. Almost a
Do not turn
decade.
away from it. Listen. Feel it echoing within you. Come. I shall guide you down the familiar paths. You will need it if we are to survive and escape this place.
Okay. Gaining experience will slowly reestablish your connection to reestablish the connection to the Force. Okay. So our little friend here does not presently have. Oh, she does now, I guess. There's a stealth field generator floating around, but at least a little bit of stealth. We'll continue to max out persuade. We gained a force power of some kind. Hey. requires character level 6 for heal. Take that one. Foot lockers. Components. There's that self-fuel generator. Of course, we still haven't managed to find any clothes. Yeah, she does need some clothes or armor or something. The trouble is, I haven't found any yet.
Emergency lockdown is in effect. Terminal lifts have been sealed to
Oh,
contain
it needs to be manually opened from the other side. Of course it does. Okay, let's see. Huh. I didn't explore all of everything back yonder either, did I? More droids. These supplies, probably no clothes. Med pack though, that's always useful. According to my map, did not explore everything back by the medical. Mining laser. Not that I'm doing anything.
Emergency lockdown is in effect.
Oh,
Turbo lifts
right.
have been sealed to contain the explosion.
Boxes back here. People.
beyond this door, someone yet lives. Be mindful. His thoughts are difficult to read.
Oh, goody.
But you have nothing to fear from this one, and he might yet prove useful.
Being said that that security field should drop when all the droids were destroyed, didn't
Emergency lockdown is in effect. Turbolifts have been sealed to contain the explosion.
Okay. Maybe I can do something with one of these. Enter code to cancel lockdown. Control override switch. Yes, activate the stupid switch. Okay. Hey.
Nice outfit. What, you miners change regulation uniforms while I've been in here?
Eyes are up here, soldier. Who are you?
Atten Rand. Excuse me if I don't shake hands. The field only causes mild electrical burns.
Why are you locked up?
Security claimed I violated some trumped-up regulation or another. Take it up with them if you want. But they stopped listening to me shortly before they stopped feeding me. Now that's criminal.
Oh, except for the two of us, the facility is deserted.
You mean
What's going
before or
on?
after that Jedi showed up? Either way, it's a real short story. You see, this Jedi shows up, and you know what that means. Where there's one Jedi, the Republic will soon be crawling up your ion engine in no time. But the story gets better. See, some of the miners get it into their ferrocrete skulls that since the Jedi's unconscious, they can collect the bounty the exchange has posted for live Jedi. Well, what passes for the law here didn't like that idea. So the two groups started fighting. Then there was some big explosion.
Match.
I was sitting here for a long time. Then you showed up in your underwear and things got a lot better.
Okay, so why is there a bounty on captured
Don't know much
Jedi?
about it. Maybe the exchange wants one as a trophy, or somebody's got something against Jedi and is looking to collect. Not many Jedi left. Wouldn't surprise me if the bounty's pretty high.
Okay, so what happened to them
The
all?
ones that weren't killed in the Jedi Civil War ended up switching off the lightsabers long ago. Word is there's not even a Jedi Council anymore, but who knows?
Stories I heard were of the Sith, not the Jedi.
Yeah, Revan, Malik, and the Jedi that went to join them in the Mandalorian Wars. They turned against the other Jedi and had a scrap that almost laid waste to the galaxy. Where have you been?
I've been away since the Mandalorian
Well, I
Wars.
wasn't there, but like all Sith, Revan and Malik turned on each other. After they turned on the Jedi, of course.
Rumors I heard. Oh yeah, I was led to believe that Revan saved the Jedi and the
I
Republic.
guess. There's rumors all over space about it. All I heard was Revan returned to pay Malik back for trying to kill her in the first place. You know, women.
Which does have a that does call back to my most recent playthrough of the first Knights of the Old Republic, though, because I did run a female on that as well. I'd heard Revan's redemption involved her stopping Malik, and she had no choice but to
Well,
fight him.
I wasn't there, thankfully. But I heard what she was like during the Mandalorian Wars, and it sounded like she was quick to wipe out anyone who crossed her. Dark Jedi are bad enough, but when a woman falls to the dark side, you better space yourself before they catch you. No offense or anything.
Alright, and some more
Look,
questions for
not
you.
like your half-naked interrogation isn't a personal fantasy of mine, but hey, wait a minute. You're that Jedi the miners were talking about. Where is everybody?
Dead.
The miners can't all be gone. But if they are, look, hey, let me out and I can help you. I can. I've gotten out of trouble countless times.
Tell me your plan, we can
This
go
facility
from there.
isn't a military installation, which means we may have a chance. You shut down this cell security field and I can reroute the emergency system so we can get to the hangars. We grab a ship and then we fly out of here. No deal. If I'm not leaving, you're not leaving.
Jackass.
Great. Now to business. Let's get to the command console.
Alright, let's go then. Okay, we've got one dude with clothes.
Alright,
and
here
one
we are.
person with
Now this
no
console
clothes.
is set on automatic hail. You may have heard it when you came in. The asteroid drift charts are constantly being updated, so it sends out a transmission to incoming vessels so they don't get crushed into space dust. The hail warns them to keep their distance until orbital drift charts are transmitted, and then provides docking instructions to incoming ships, usually freighters. Thing is, you can bounce that same transmission back to the comm here, and suddenly you've got access to the communication system from the inside. Pure Bazak. The console's ours. Now, all we need to do is reactivate the turbo lifts, cancel the emergency lockdown. Hey!
Sounds like you're about to tell me something I don't
This
want to
system's
hear.
been severed from the main hub, after it was locked down for remote. You can't even reroute the system, it's been cut clean.
That is not standard in an emergency lockdown.
No, someone tried to lock down this whole level tight, and leave us here, trapped.
Is there anything else we can do
I
with this
doubt it.
thing?
All we have is communications back. For all the good trying to shout in a vacuum will do us.
Let's see if we can try and reach someone
Be
on
my
the comm.
guest. Not much else we can do. The comm's all yours.
Let's see. No response in the dormitories. Hangar Bay 25. As you access Hangar Bay 25, there is a series of low-pitched whistles and beeps. It sounds as if there is a utility droid on the other end. Can you read me? Over. It's T3! Do a diagnostic, then follow my instructions. So we're trapped on the administration level, T3. Can you unlock the turbo lift? I'll take that as an affirmative. Or maybe a negative. Is there some way, other way out of here besides the turbo lifts? Falling to our death, I'm sure. No, that's not Revan. Okay. And I guess we're gonna take over T3 for a minute. For me there, buddy. Sealed door. Need to blast it open with explosives. I don't have any explosives. Sure would be nice if we had some grenades, don't you think? Well, that was fantastic. Killed myself into the bargain. Yeah, that was rather brilliant of me to kill myself in such an embarrassing manner. Oh, where does this door go? Perez Field Team. Another door up here I didn't explore it through yet. Go back up here first. Got stuff. Dun dun dun. It's the hawk. Man, I still want a Lego set based off of the hawk. Oh my! Several parts have been removed from this console and a laser drill has been used on a number of subsystems. Despite the sabotage, however, the console's basic functionality was intended to be restored quickly by replacing the missing parts. Let's do it. Oh, I don't have basic parts. Well, okay. I guess we can't do that yet. Magnetically sealed, no amount of security or explosives will open it. Needed to override it from console. Great. How about over here? No. Okay then. Down the ramp we go. Do do do. Do 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 do. To the fuel depot. Do 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 do. Broken droid with components. Kill the thing. Corpse there. Deadly sonic mines. Data pad. Purge the fuel lines and I found 3 sonic charges attached inside. Check the work logs and only droids have been in the area. I tried to contact security as soon as I found the explosives, but I can't seem to get a signal through. Remove the remote detonators and I'll keep the explosives on me until I can put them in a secure hold in the hangar. Okay. Droid contains a special droid-based blast ion striker. Yes, T3 is from the first game. The ship is from the first game. Poor Devitt King. Rolling in his grave. They steals it from us again, precious. Oh, look, more droids. These ones, of course, have energy shields. Great. Can we fix the friggin' console this time? Yay! Let's see, emergency control commands. Loki, get out of the way. Move, kitty. Alright, let's run the diagnostic on the damaged systems. All emergency subsystems are rerouted to the fuel depot terminal. Since the Paraga's emergency subsystems have been rerouted to a fuel depot circuits have been burned out with a mining laser preventing remote access. Damage cannot be repaired. You'll need to find the fuel depot terminal to activate. Great. Check status of emergency subsystems. Hangar bay sealed. Fuel depot sealed. Alright, open the blast door to the fuel depot. I somehow don't have any computer spikes. Emergency blast door is magnetically sealed. Damn it. Okay, let's see. Conduit removed. Oh, nuts. I don't have any computer spikes. Nothing on the broken droid. I did empty that box out. Ah, nuts. Well then, how the hell am I supposed to advance? Can't get to... Can't go to the next area if I don't have a computer spike. Cannot find any computer spikes. So then how the hell am I supposed to advance the story from here? No boxes down here. Can't go through either of these two side doors. Both of these foot lockers are empty. Well, any ideas from the peanut gallery? 'Cause I am feeling thoroughly stumped right now. Well, Jess, you're not exactly the only one in chat. My Twitch counts at least 4 other people. So, one of you other fine folks in there in the chat that may have played this game before, any words of wisdom would be very useful right about now. Or this is going to be a real short stream. I mean, like, is there a workbench floating somewhere I'm missing that I can, make these computer spikes at, or? Or am I just fucked reload from my last save? Okay, you fart knocker. Hey, little droid over there. Trace of destroyed many days. The motivator still holds a charge. And at the risk of destroying the containers next to it, could be overloaded by remote. Okay. Any mines, you could blast open the door without damaging the contents inside the security hold if you attach the mine directly to the door. You know what? Do I have any mines? I do have mines. That's how I'm gonna maybe get through. I was security explosives open that one. Oh, security explosives open that one. Hooray! Got computer spikes now. Hooray! Glad I figured it out without any assistance from the peanut gallery. To these emergency control commands. Open the blast door to the fuel depot. And we'll want to hang on probably to at least one spike to open the hangar later. Okay, let's see. What have we got now? Hooray! We're advancing the plot. A bypass. And fuel depot. Yeehaw! Containment field blocks access to the line. Way to terminal down here. Entrance to droid maintenance area. Concealed by the emergency lockdown. Already programming has been kept from opening. Lockdown is canceled. Okay. No way to shut down the field that you can see from this terminal. This means anyone inside the facility is effectively cut off from the hangar bay. Emergency system schematics. Open emergency hatch on Paragus administration. No, not T3.
So, how long have you been a Jedi? Must be tough. You know, no family, no husband.
No tougher than enduring your false sympathy while you're staring at my chest. That's awesome.
Hey, I wasn't trying to... Hey, what do you know? A little cargo cylinder came through.
Strange you didn't contact us on the
If
comm.
you got the turbo lifts working, then we should have a clear run to the hangar.
Turbo lifts are locked down manually, so I had him open the emergency hatch.
Wait. Don't tell me you're taking that hatch down into the mining tunnels. Are you? That explosion I heard came from below. There's probably nothing down there except superheated rock and collapsed blast tunnels. You'd be an idiot to go down there.
Who's the more foolish, the fool or the fool who follows her? Someone's got to save our skins.
You're either really brave or really crazy, or both. Alright, I'll try to monitor things from up here. Be careful. The only thing moving down there is likely to be mining droids, so don't be playing hero too hard. Not that I care what happens to you or anything. I just don't want to be trying to get off this rock by myself.
Your concern is noted.
I'll keep the comlink open. I may be able to guide you through the tunnels from up here. Don't know if the signal will hold if you get too deep, though.
Alright, cool. Comlink and some stuffs. And I gained a few more light side points. Still haven't found any clothes. Nuts. There's something you couldn't do in the other game. Alright, let's see. Okay, so this droid still has power, but is no longer receiving a signal from the droid's central controller. Examine the unit's behavior core. Recent modifications have been made to this unit's vocabulator. Droids will no longer accept commands from any member of the mining facility except one. The ID designation matches the maintenance officer for this facility. What are the last received commands? Looks as if their mining protocols have been set to mine any organics and any non-authorized droids in the facility. If this is the case, then the mining droids have likely wiped out everyone and everything in the facility. Switch to mining protocol to defend organics. If someone chooses to attack you, this droid will attempt to protect you. Good. Alright. Fix both of their wagons. Opponents. Oh, nuts, 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 nuts. Where do I go from here?
Emergency lockdown is in effect. Turbo lifts have been sealed
Needs to be
to
open
contain
annually from the
explosion.
other side. Nuts. Get off the wall. Alright, so I presume then that the one that T3 opened up for us was... down here. Let's go down here. Let's see, what do we have down here? Docking door. Only open if a ship docks with the facility. Okay, so that's the airlock. Good lord, good lord, good lord, good lord. Where am I supposed to go from here? Let's see, back the way I came. That's new. The mining tunnels. Hooray! Honey, I'll come rub you for luck later, okay?
There's a lot of interference down there, probably caused by that explosion. Still, it looks like there's a route down to the Paragas fuel depot. If the passages haven't collapsed, that explosion knocked out most of the sensors. There should be an emergency crate in the next room. Watch yourself. There's a lot of droid broadcasts in that area, but I can't pin them down.
I'll be careful then. If you detect anything, let me know.
Will do. And be careful down there.
Oh, I still need to find her some bloody clothes. Hey, miner uniform. Okay, that's at
Find
least
the emergency
clothes.
supplies?
Yeah, it looks like there's some clothes in there. Yeah.
Damn it. I mean, good. Good to hear it. No sense in you running around half naked. It's distracting. I mean, for the droids. Look, there may be some survey gear and safety harness inside the crate, too. The miners wear them when staking claims on the asteroids. The survey gear is designed to spot and protect you against sonic mines. And the safety harness can be helpful if you try to disarm them.
Alright, some kind of mining
Yeah,
energy
it's like a
shield
military-issue
too.
energy shield, except it's designed to protect the miners against lasers and heat. Should work against the droid mining lasers. It won't last forever, and certainly not against multiple laser hits. But it may buy you some time if you get ambushed by a battalion of droids. Just one more thing. I've narrowed down some of the ID signals, and if the numbers are right, you're sharing those tunnels with a battalion of mining droids.
Can I sneak by him?
If you have the skill in a stealth field generator. These droids rely on thermal sensors, primarily to detect fuel deposits. The good thing is, that explosion down there kicked up so much heat and steam it may blind them. A bit, but not much.
And if they spot me, we're pumped.
They shoot like a moisture farmer militia. Since they rely on ranged weapons, get in close with a melee weapon and start bashing them. In close combat, the guy with the vibroblade has the edge over the guy with the rifle, droid or not. Otherwise, just drill them from a distance. If they're not shielded, that is.
Great.
It's possible some of the
Shields?
droid models may have mining shields on. If so, the shields may absorb laser fire. You can usually tell when a shield is active. It'll make an electrical field around the target. If they activate a shield, the best thing you can do is hit them with a melee weapon or try to burn out the shield with continual fire. But that could take a while, and it leaves you a target.
Alright. Good
There's
advice.
gotta be
Anything
some
else?
central controller down there. See if you can find a terminal by the main access shaft. That'd be governing intelligence.
Mining shield. Loot the broken droid, and on we go. sonic mines. And apparently I don't
Watch
have
where you
any
step.
kind of
Picking up a lot of sonic mines down there. Don't run unless you have to. Makes them harder to spot. If you have any skill with demolitions, you might be able to recover them and use them against the droids. That is, if the mines don't get you first. If you have survey gear or a safety harness, put them on. They'll make spotting and disarming the sonic charges a little easier.
Why are there so many
Mining droids,
charges?
especially the excavator models, are designed to arm and set sonic charges for mining. Chances are if they still had charges after they went rogue, then they may have set them to try and kill the miners. And you. If you see one of those excavators, watch out. They may use their undeployed charges as projectiles.
Great. Alright. Keep an eye out. You know, that is a good question about what happened to Revan and Company, isn't it? Unfortunately, I don't think I have any answers to give you. What? That really goes down the hole. Right. Right, this is set an unknown number of years after the events of the first Knights of the Old Republic. Ding. Alright. Ding, father done. Ding, father done.
Hey, watch out. That explosion has superheated the tunnels ahead. That steam will cook the skin off your bones. If you can find a mining energy shield, switch it on. It should protect you against the heat if you move quickly enough.
Dude, I'm already wearing one. Through the steam, ow. I'm a good looking king with a flimber whopper of a paper. Looks like an apple pie with that. Armor mod, okay. Reds.
You're getting close to something big. I think it's the main ventilation shaft. If so, the central droid controller should be somewhere nearby. Keep an eye out for it. I'm picking up a lot of droids. If you still have a mining energy shield, I'd equip it and switch it on.
Yeehaw. Ain't just mining droids down here, sensor balls too.
It must be maintenance drones. Watch out. Those little pests will try to repair the mining droids if you don't gun them down first. Still, it's odd they're still active after the explosion. They don't have the same shielding as the mining droids. Be careful of those droids. I don't like this.
Oh yeah, we got a stealth field. Hooray! The corpse. Central controller. Droid command functions. Oh shit. Have exactly 2 donuts. Reassign droid mining protocols to mine sealed doors. Hooray! Maybe something good in here. Security tunnel there. Blah, blah, blah. Use the force, Luke. not right for that, dear wife. You're getting close to something big, that's what he said. Good lord. Course, no demos. I know, so I guess we go back out the way we came. Try going back up. Oh, I think they unsealed a bunch of doors for me. I hope. One of those blast doors down there.
Emergency lockdown is...
Damn it. Of course not.
Emergency lockdown is in effect. Turbolifts have
There's
been sealed to
gotta be
contain
something back down that mining tunnel there. Oh, good grief. Yes, dear, I'll roll you a cigarette here in a second, okay? love. Yes, no, and as the chat says, if you're not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, please follow the link over and give it a look. I archive every stream over there, including the entirety of my playthroughs of the first Knights of the Old Republic. I know the first 3 or 4 were not saved for VOD here on Twitch. And I'm gonna go run this sucker to the wife. I'll be right back. Of course, Mandog is going to redeem no cursing while I'm frustratedly trying to figure out where I'm going and what I'm doing. Okay. No cussing for 10 minutes, right? Mining droid commands. I have no more spikes. Ah, nuts. What do I do and where do I go? I have no friggin' ideas. Do. Hey, new computer spike, cool. Oh, can't go out that way. Where am I going and what am I doing? Ow. Ow. Stuff. Dead end. That's a dead end. Oh.
Yeah, I'm picking up some strange readings. What are you doing down there?
Oh, what kind of readings do you think you're picking up?
The containment fields in the mining tunnels are shutting down. You need to get out of there before they vent fuel to the surface of the asteroid through the tunnels.
Great. How much further
I
is
need
the
fuel to
exit?
keep it contained until you get the turbo lift to the fuel depot, but not for much longer. I'm locking down the turbo lift to the administration section now to keep the blast from spreading. If you've got anything left to do down there, make it quick, because where you are is going to get real hot real soon.
Yippee-ki-yay. Yay, I figured it out.
Greetings. It is a pleasure to see you alive, Master, provided my receptors are not off focus. How may I be of assistance?
How do you know me? I'm not your master.
Answer. I am a survivor of the Harbinger, just as you were, Master. With the unexpected termination of my previous Master, you are the only organic which I may now serve.
And who is with your previous master.
The captain of the Harbinger, Master. I was in transit to Telos to facilitate communications and terminate hostilities. However, we did not arrive at our intended destination.
Okay, that is not HK-47. How dare he talk like HK-47?
Irritated answer. Oh, Master, it is such a long, dull story, and not terribly relevant to our current situation.
Oh, for a droid, you don't take orders too well. Now tell me what happened.
Explanation. That has been the subject of considerable discussion since our arrival here, Master. Many have attempted to claim you and this unit as salvage. I was crudely interrogated concerning our brief history together on board the Harbinger, before its communications, weapons, and engines suffered the cascade failure that disabled the ship.
And where was I when all this was taking place?
It is possible you were incapacitated and locked in the well-shielded cargo compartment as the Harbinger was being systematically crippled, Master.
Incapacitated.
Clarification. Yes, Master. No doubt the flurry of destruction on board the Harbinger somehow drugged you into a stupor from which you could not awaken. Most curious.
What do you mean, drugged?
Merely a turn of phrase, Master. The implication that your state was due to the result of ingesting large quantities of Juma juice was unintentional. I meant to communicate only that you were somehow rendered unconscious before you were locked securely in the cargo hold.
Care to explain how I was locked in the cargo hold?
By locked, I meant sealed, Master. My vocabulator seems to be malfunctioning.
And then what happened?
Following the unusual set of coincidences that led to the cascade failure in the Harbinger's systems, we were boarded by a small freighter with unknown ID codes. It appeared that this freighter had been attacked, and the captain wanted to study it. This freighter appeared to be still spaceworthy. Your cargo compartment was breached, and you were taken on board the freighter shortly before the Harbinger's systems began to go critical. I, too, managed to board the freighter before the Harbinger's destruction. We were most fortunate to have survived, Master.
Any idea?
Evaluation. Master, I do not know. Judging from the damage, it had been attacked by a much larger vessel. And when it attempted to escape the Harbinger with you on board, it was fired on again. Addendum. It does seem odd that such a small vessel has a high probability of attracting the attention of much larger vessels. Not a welcome trait in a freighter, to be sure.
You don't trust this droid, man, dog. I have a highly attuned, can I? No, I can't swear yet. Voodoo. I have a very highly attuned detector of OSIC, and this droid is spewing OSIC. Alright, droid that is obviously an HK model, but is not our friendly neighborhood HK-47. What was this freighter that the Harbinger brought up?
Explanation. I believe it was a smuggler's vessel by the name of the Ebon Hawk. Speculation. As to its purpose, I do not know. Perhaps it was always its intention to play dead, then kidnap you off the Harbinger and rob me of my bounty.
Bounty.
By bounty, I refer to your life, Master. It would pain me to see you damaged in any way. That is why the arrival of this Ebon Hawk caused
No,
me
this
considerable
droid is not to be
distress.
trusted. But why would that ship have taken me off the
Apology.
Harbinger?
My memory core cannot provide a clear answer on that point, Master. Suffice to say that once we arrived at this floating rock, our situation became much clearer.
How did our situation become so much clearer?
Explanation. Despite my market value, Master, the miners were far more interested in you. It did not take long for me to ascertain the reason for this. While an HK protocol droid is a valuable piece of property, Jedi are worth much more in certain exclusive markets across the galaxy. Painful admission. I must confess to feelings of inferiority at the speculated difference between my value and the price for your capture. I was forced to remind myself it was not due to a failing of my model or function, but because you were a Jedi.
And how did they find out I was Jedi?
Surprised answer. Why, I told them, Master. You are the exiled Jedi who served with Revan in the Mandalorian Wars, are you not? I hope all that has happened has not been the result of a miscommunication. If so, then the problem lies with the KotOR databases, which are notoriously spotty.
That information wouldn't have been in KotOR databases.
Indignant exclamation. Master, I am only a protocol droid, but it is part of my function to know such information and relay it to any interested parties in the interests of terminating any potential hostiles.
Potential
Quick
hostiles.
clarification. Apparently my vocabulator has suffered some damage, Master. I meant terminating any potential hostilities.
Alright, so what happened with the miners when we arrived?
Yes, sir. All that has happened has been because they believe you to be a Jedi, Master. They debated what to do with you as you lay unconscious in the medical bay. One group seemed intent on selling you as property. The other group opposed this.
And then what happened?
Standard hours after the division between the miners became apparent, accidents began to occur throughout the facility. A result of improper maintenance, I believe. These accidents coincided with the degradation of the mining droid behavioral cores. Crude models are prone to such failures, resulting in murderous rampages. The mortality rate of organics in the facility rose quickly.
So what happened to the rest of the
Many
miners?
miners began to join you in the medical bay as a cascade of flawlessly timed detonations occurred in isolated gas pockets in the lower levels of the facility. The explosions herded the miners into emergency sections of the station, quickly and efficiently cutting them off from communications and facility control. But sadly enough, not the ventilation systems.
Sadly
You see,
enough.
the explosions had damaged specific sections of this facility's ventilation systems, causing a slow, lethal buildup of toxic fumes in the dormitory level.
Is there anyone left alive, and are you responsible
Defensive
for all
answer.
this?
Master, I am a protocol droid. Not a well-crafted assassination droid of unrivaled sophistication. To have carried out the actions that took place here would have required an unusual set of skills. It is highly unlikely I possess the knowledge of how to reprogram the memory cores of base worker-class droids into killing machines, let alone to terminate
Bullshit.
the organics of this facility, utilizing only Aerotech 500 series laser mining drills and explosives fashioned from proton missile cores.
Bullshit.
Admission. I cannot and will not attempt to change your mind, Master. I would urge you to consider that your KotOR tank treatments may have caused some disorientation.
I think this droid is full of shit.
Of course, Master. How...
Exactly what kind of model of droid are
Proud
you?
answer. I am an HK series protocol droid master, skilled in transorganic relations and communications. This model has been responsible for the facilitation of communications and termination of hostilities across the galaxy. I am fluent in over 6,000 forms of communication and am also capable of nuances of expression ranging from irony to veiled threats.
Veiled
Clarification.
threats.
Oh, yes, Master. Sometimes the facilitation of communications and termination of hostilities requires the use of every weapon in one's verbal arsenal. The unspoken threat of violence to a listener's loved ones, or if possible, their entire planet, can effectively break the deadlock in the most stubborn of negotiations.
I think I'll be going.
Of course,
I have
Master.
questions for you. Have you seen a T3
Hesitant
unit?
answer. A T3 utility droid would be a common sight in this facility. It is indeed curious that I have not seen many since my arrival. However, I feel I must inform you that, droid prejudice aside, T3 models exhibit excessive individualism when not routinely memory wiped. This individualism can become such a nuisance that even a droid such as myself is tempted to reduce them to their base components, if not crush them into slag. But enough of my seemingly irrelevant tangent. Where did you leave the droid, Master? That would logically be the best place to look.
The unit was last seen near the hangar.
Answer. Then that would explain why such a T3 unit isn't here, Master. I believe my photoreceptors are functioning adequately enough to verify that. Of course, Master.
What's that body
That
there?
is all that remains of the maintenance officer, Master. At the end, he was quite incoherent from the pain, and attempts to facilitate communications with him proved useless. I heard his dying screams as the droids he tended turned on him, mining him like a piece of asteroid rock.
See anything at the
Recitation.
end?
Oh, yes, Master. The record of his last moments were...
5 droids, burning through the outer door. They're forcing their way into the bay. Please, someone there! Oh no, they're through! Oh, my leg! They're burning through my leg! Oh, stop! Stop, please!
Addendum. His remaining attempts at communication are variations in Decibel Master, ranging from frenzied screams to gibbering inarticulate attempts to beg for his life.
Huh. I think I'll be going now. Well, you won't be needing any of this stuff anymore. Ionite Edge. Okay. Some damage against droids. Awesome. Okay, let's see here. Ionite alloy produces the inverse charge of its surroundings, creating a disrupting effect to electronic systems. The modifications require a workbench, blah 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 blah. Strengthening. Can't. Okay. That stinks. Creator breakdown items. Okay. Oh, break down one or two of those. Okay, so I don't have, guess, enough computer use skill to make computer spikes. That stinks. A steel cylinder full of stuff. Protocol droids help. I finished work on the sonic imprint sensors. I've installed them in the mining droids, but I'm locking up the original here to prevent the other miners from using its ability to record and playback voices to override the droid's voice protocols. Well, now. And that's special. I don't think I have anything left handy to hydrate with right this second. Okay, this force gets the fuel depot off from the hangar bay, but you don't see any way to open it or get around it. Great! Perfect. Ha 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 ha! Great! Get your mining droid. So we're not bashing our way in there. Oh, are you kidding me? Son somehow managed to die. Son of a bitch! Fuck me. Chainsaw. And apparently I've somehow managed to also not have whatever was equipped to my character when I died. Fucking hell. Well, isn't that just fantastic? Oh, it's just fucking fantastic. Damn it. Oh, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. And it reset her to level 1. Yep, I get to do all that again. And apparently when I died, it set my character to level 1. Which is bullshit.
strange reading.
Whatever you detect, it's probably my fault.
Shutting down. I may be able to keep it contained. I'm locking down the turbo. If you've got anything left to do.
Oh, okay. That is annoying.
Greeting. It is a pleasure. Pitying answer. Oh, that is unfortunate, Master. The hangar is sealed behind a containment field. It would be impossible to open it.
Oh, then how did the T3 unit get through?
Clarifying query. Did the T3 unit go through the door? I regret ignorance of that fact, Master. Although the door could have been opened from the opposite side without much difficulty, a flaw in the emergency lockdown procedure, which the automated systems have most likely corrected.
What about
Answer. Only the Paragus administration officer would have such codes, Master. If he hasn't already been murdered in an unfortunate accident, then he is trapped in the dormitory section, which has been effectively cut off from the facility by explosives.
Is it possible to contact him using a comlink?
Apology. Unfortunately, communication with the dormitory section is severed, Master. It is perhaps for the best, especially if any other accidents have occurred in that section. If that were the case, the severed comlink would have spared us the satisfaction of hearing the miners' screams as they lived out their last moments in fear and terror. Rapid
Satisfaction.
Why, yes, satisfaction in knowing their fate, Master. It would be unfortunate if they had been slaughtered, but there would be a calm, comforting certainty that there is nothing we can do to escape until a ship arrives. Theory.
So apparently when I died, this most recent time, I reset to 0 experience points and all of my equipped gear fell off on the loading of the autosave, which annoys the unholy shit out of me.
Warning, Master. Continued exploration of this facility may place you in unnecessary danger. I encourage you to return to the medical bay and wait for retrieval from a vessel that is no doubt on the way, even as we continue this pointless conversation.
Going to find those miners and you're going to
Weary
help.
resignation. Very well, Master. But there is very little that I can do. You see, the airlock is sealed by a code.
Better and better. Who's got the code?
Oh, I already possess the code, Master. But I am afraid that it will do you no good. Condescending explanation. Master, the console governing the droid maintenance area and the airlock is voice printed musing. In the last days of his life, the maintenance officer was quite careful about voice protocols, bordering on paranoid obsession. Conjecture. I suspect once he realized something was wrong in the facility, he voice locked the droid bay functions. A prudent measure, but in the end, he the same fate as the rest of the organics.
But you do know the code.
Condescending explanation. Oh, yes, Master. The code is Maintenance Control Voice Print ID R1B5. But unless the maintenance officer speaks the code, it is useless.
Huh. Then how can I bypass
Answer.
voice print?
Master, you cannot. You are trapped here just as
Yeah, I don't think I will patiently wait for whatever the future has in store for us.
Of course, Master. Condescending explanation. Musing. Conjecture. Condescending explanation.
Yeah, leave condescending out of your speech
Placating
conditions from now
answer.
on.
Oh, of course, Master. I shall endeavor not to forget such descriptors in the future. If I do, I assure you, it is merely a result of memory damage I have suffered since our arrival.
Alright, so if the maintenance officer is dead, how can I get him to speak?
Answer. Master, you cannot. You are...
Stupid droid. Route buff.
Finished the sonic imprint sensor prototype for the mining droids. Everyone knows they need an upgrade. The sensor should allow me to issue voice commands to them rather than manually adjusting their routine each time the mining specifications change. I've been keeping the sensor in the maintenance workshop for the time being. I wanted to test it first by recording and playing back some simple voice commands.
Really now? Hawk droids?
Finished my examination of the droids from the Ebonhawk freighter. The T3 unit looked like it had shut itself down. The protocol droid, however, made up for it. It talked my ear off for most of the hour, asking questions about the facility, the personnel, and so on. Still, it wanted to make itself useful, so I put it to work until its master wakes up from the med bay. It seems to have some skills in speaking to droid behavior course, so there's been some trouble with some of the mining droids, so I'm signing off. Been speaking to the protocol droid about the Jedi in medbay. I thought they'd all gone away or been killed in the Jedi Civil War. The droid told me that his master's the only Jedi he knows of in all the galaxy, and that the Jedi had served in the Mandalorian Wars almost 10 years ago. That would have meant that the Jedi served under Revan for a time. Maybe the Jedi knows what happened to Revan up to the end of the Jedi Civil War.
Huh.
Been too busy to enter a log for a while. There's been more and more accidents since that Jedi arrived. The miners are starting to get restless, especially KotOR2. KotOR2 said the exchange is offering a huge bounty on Jedi Knights and that we can make a fortune if we sell the Jedi to Nar Shaddaa. Security shot down that idea pretty quick. But I don't think KotOR2 and his men are gonna give up that easy. I mentioned the trouble to the Jedi's protocol droid, and he seemed concerned about his master's safety. I told the droid not to worry. The KotOR2 wouldn't... When the dock officer reported the droids repairing the Ebonhawk, I installed a voice print ID on the droid console system. Someone ordered them to repair that freighter, but I can't find a trace of the order anywhere. If anyone tries that again, they won't be able to do it from this terminal unless I let them. The voice print should cut any user off from the central functions unless I give the code. The maintenance check on the droids didn't help. If anything, the accidents have increased. Security interrogated me about the droids and they weren't too happy with my answers. I understand it, though. These aren't combat models. They shouldn't even know how to attack. I can't help but think, what if somebody staged the initial trouble with the mining droids just to get them all sent to maintenance, and then did something to them? I think security's right. Someone's trying to sabotage this facility, and they're using the droids to do it. But why?
Emergency subroutine. Exits from fuel depot. Containment. Fuel lines detected. Access to air. Trace the source of each. String plasma and main fuel lines. Containment fields have been activated to keep the explosion of access. Imply that the fuel lines connect directly to the hangar bay. If you get access to the fuel lines, we can bypass containment fields entirely. As a sealed door, check your backwards automatically reshape the Tetaron. You would have to board the dock ship and go through the fuel line to reach the hangar, however, which would be extremely inconvenient. Check the exits from the fuel depot. Turbo lift to the administration level. Access to fuel depot denied. Access to administration permitted. Turbo lift to the administration level is programmed to automatically open only when entering administration. console has been voice printed. Not only does it require code, but the code has to be spoken in the user's voice. Most likely the voice of the maintenance officer. So the voice print ID is given, you can give commands to the terminal, you can search the records, cameras, and contracts in the system. Okay, wait a minute. Sonic imprint sensor. Small sonic receiver allows sounds voices to be recorded, spliced, and then played back. Replacement sample sensor several computers to record. Oh, goody. Oh, shit. Crap. Crap, 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 crap. Crap, 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 crap. Shit. Check the ignition system. Ventilation systems appear to be disabled except in two areas: the mining tunnels on the level above and living quarters on the other side of the asteroid. Ventilation system in the mining tunnels activated as soon as the containment fields went down. The system is now venting fuel out to the surface of the asteroid to keep it from building up within the choice source of containment field shut down. Be remote in another section of the facility. You can't get a signature on the ID terminal. See lockdown status. Lockdown every blast door in the facility, including the ones to the hangar. So each turbolift door needs to be opened manually. As procedure, however, the doors have been programmed so that anyone entering the administration level will have the doors open automatically. The turbolifts will not respond to anyone leaving the level, effectively cutting the administration level off from the rest of the facility. Comm system diagnostic on damaged systems. Signal unit destroyed. Comm system
dock officer reported the droids repairing the Ebon Hawk. I installed a voice print ID on the droid console system. Someone ordered them to repair that freighter. I can't find a trace of the order anywhere. If anyone tries that again, they won't be able to do it from this terminal unless I let them. The voice print should cut any user off from the central functions unless I give the code.
He did say at some point that he'd,
Finished the sonic imprint sensor prototype for the mining droids. Everyone knows they need an upgrade. The sensor should allow me to issue voice commands to them rather than manually adjusting their routine each time the mining specifications change. I've been keeping the sensor in the maintenance workshop for the time being. I wanted to test it first by recording and playing back some simple voice commands.
theoretically, we could figure out that voice module thing. Yeah, theoretically, if we could figure out that voice sensor module thingy, we could access more of the computer. But it grows late and I grow tired. Oh, even with the kickstart coursing through my veins. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream around here. Son of a gun. Oh, no. I'm gonna have to end it here, I think, for the night. So, as always, links are on the profile. We have merch that I link on YouTube. Those of you who have come and hung out tonight, thank you. We appreciate you. If you're so moved, subscribe to the channel. Every penny of it will go into keeping the channel running. That's, you know, the lights and the interwebs. All that fun stuff. Next scheduled stream is going to be Friday night. I don't know if I'm playing Control again or something else. Control was driving me insane with the mutteries right in the ears from the headset. So it's debatable at this point if I'm gonna keep playing Control for the channel. But no, yeah. We'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate each and every one of you. We'll catch you in the next stream. Peace.